Aloha, welcome back once again. This is Wolf. You're tuned into Waking Up with Wolf. Thank you so much for joining us once again for a Monday, for another week, another opportunity, another moment here on planet Earth to be able to help assist with the shift in consciousness, to be able to help embody our archetypes, to be able to help step into our potential. Welcome, thank you again so much to those of you who are joining on the spot. Let's just begin listening to our body. Begin massaging your body in whatever way you need. Begin moving your body. Again, I like the idea, just like a quick little thing. Just as we're just kind of like chatting here, we're just giving it another few moments for people to be able to join. It's interesting how we say the phrase good morning. And some of you know where I'm going with this already because I've said it before. But the idea of like just being aware of our words, right? We wake up and we say, good morning, fellow human, good morning. It's interesting that we say that because usually the term morning refers to like kind of being in like a somber mode. Sometimes often referring to like death, the process of mourning, the process of grief. And so instead, if this resonates with you, you're welcome to say good rising or grand rising or something along those lines if you feel called to that. So if that makes sense for you, then please feel free to roll with that. The idea of, again, just being aware of like when you wake up, what's the very first thing you're going to say? Are you going to say like good morning and subconsciously program yourself into just being like, oh, maybe I'll just be a little bit somber. Nothing wrong with that. Or are you going to be like, good, like, ascension process into the great eschaton as we rise into our power and potential and awaken within this psychedelic dream? I don't know. It's your, be aware of your words. Your words create world. But at the same time, I think a lot of it has to do also with intention. I know sometimes some of us are just like, it's like, yeah, saying good morning is like, I know what I mean when I say it. So either way, just be aware of that. Little thing to start off our Monday. So again, let's just begin massaging our body, checking in with ourselves. How are we feeling today? Where are we feeling perhaps any resistance? Like that's like a very important thing to be able to observe, especially on a Monday. So just begin massaging your body and you'll notice that like this resistance could literally be in your body. Like it may be a Monday, it's just like, I don't want to go to work. I want to just sleep in bed all day and stuff like that. I want you to find whatever that resistance is. I want you to observe it. I want you to like love both sides of it and to just simply be able to allow it to be a part of the process that allows you to just be like, okay, sweet, that's where I need to send love. I'm feeling like I'm a little bit, my body's a little bit tight. Okay, that means I need to move it. My enthusiasm is like perhaps like a little bit, kind of needs a little bit of a boost. Okay, maybe I need to like go outside, take a walk, get some fresh air into my lungs. Remember, there's always a move you can make. And it's one of those things where, and again, just keep massaging. I'm going to massage my face. I'm just going to like tap into my face. I will get some deep breaths going. Just begin starting to breathe. But what I was going to say, and then we're just going to drop into a little bit of meditation, and then we're going to go into our chakra practice meditation, and I'll do like a general introduction in a second for those of you who are brand new. Thank you again. But again, the key to being able to like wake up every day and to just be like, wow, I feel amazing. I feel so grateful. I feel so inspired. I feel so motivated. The key to that is momentum. The key to that is consistency. The key to that is little tiny things that add up. The key to that is paying attention to like how you went to sleep the night before. What was the very first thing you did when you woke up? Are you just kind of like playing this process where you're just kind of doing the thing that's most comfortable, or are you looking for the edges of where you are actually resisting, loving those edges, and then seeing those edges as actually the solution that is going to help you move past any sort of stagnancy? And so, again, what we want to be able to do is to get ourselves into this process of understanding that there's going to be a period where it's going to be hard. When you work out, when you go to the gym, when you exercise, it's going to be hard. When you do something that you have never done before, maybe you're a little nervous, maybe you're just like, no one else believes in me and I have to believe in myself, and I've never done this before, It may be hard, but that's only a part of the process. It's hard to start off with, but it gets easier. Like that's kind of the idea, is that like as you begin moving those muscles, as you begin stretching, when you think about it, if you're just like, if you haven't stretched in a while, and again, for everybody watching this, just like keep stretching your body, keep moving your body, massage your lower back, massage deep into your legs. When you think about it, if you have not stretched in a while, if someone's like, hey, touch your toes, like right now, stand up, don't bend your knees, touch your toes, there's going to be a part of that where you're just like, and that's as far as I can go. And you honor that. But if you show up and you do it again tomorrow, you're just like, okay, I'm getting a little further. You do it again tomorrow. Okay, I'm almost there. You do it again the next day. Wow, okay. Now, if somebody expected me to be able to do that on the first day, it would have been impossible. But here we are now, and it is reality. And so when you think of that, like, what is the gift of this life that you want to be able to give yourself? Do you want to wake up and have that feeling of just like, okay, not only do I already feel good, maybe you kind of feel meh, maybe, but I know what moves I can make. I know that if I like have a slight workout in the morning, I know that's going to help. I know that if I drink lots of water, I know that's going to help. I know that if I tune into this broadcast, it's going to help. I know that if I go exercise, I know that if I just like take some time to meditate and time to journal and brain dump, I know if I like listen to some like Alan Watts in the morning, I know if I like go spend time in nature, I know that is going to help. So you have to be responsible. No one else is going to like determine your daily routine for you. But what we can do is provide you blueprints and guidelines and be like, here. And yet you still make the action of bringing yourself into that, knowing that it is going to be challenging, knowing there is going to be resistance, and yet loving that resistance. You actually look for that resistance. That's what I want you to do. Is I want you to actually like look within your life, like look within your own routine, find out, like feel like where that kind of like resistance is sitting, and then look a little bit closer in that and like see like where that can shift. So again, just take your arms, reach your arms above your head if you need to, get some nice big stretches going, connecting with your breath, deep gentle inhales, big exhales, moving your body, shaking your body, just like get a couple of those in. Again, it's a Monday. This Monday might have felt different from last Monday, but we're feeling how we're feeling today, and we're going to make some moves, and we're going to allow ourselves to just like get back into that routine, get back into the momentum, get back into that consistency, carry it with us through the week, and allowing ourselves to like really drop into the space of understanding that, again, part of our job isn't just to be creative. Part of our job isn't just to be awesome. Part of our job is to be able to help create the channels so that creativity and that awesomeness and that consciousness can flow through us like a waterfall, to quote Ayla Nero, like a waterfall. If it will flow through us when we show up, to be able to find out where the resistance is, to be able to look at that resistance and to either be able to like transform it, to move it. Again, that resistance can be old habits, it can be old patterns, it could be diet, it could just be like the things you're listening to, the stories that you're telling yourself. So let's just keep rolling our shoulders, listening to our body, understanding that just moving our body in itself is such a powerful way to just get out of like any of that just kind of like feeling like you're just like, like if you feel like this, then you need to go like this. You need to like physically like bring movement into your body. And that's why it's something daily like dance. You should be taking breaks throughout the day to dance. You should be taking like breaks every half hour if you're sitting on a computer to stand up and stretch. Some simple little things like this make a huge, huge difference. So again, let's get ready to like drop into a meditative space. And while we're here, I want us to just be able to practice connecting with our breath, filling our cup with peace. And then we're going to do a little tiny practice where we're just going to practice focusing, being aware of our focus. Very, very simple, but very, very, very important. So again, for those of you who are tuning into this, thank you so much. If you haven't yet, be sure to check out more ParadigmShiftCentral.com, a real-world interactive game to be able to help assist with the shift in consciousness. Part of the way you play is by working on yourself, going out there, helping other people, creating an impact in this world, praying for like the vision that we are creating. And I use the term prayer in terms of like a meditative process, envisioning, aligning with that, creating your art, creating yourself into the potential that you want to be. All of those things, all of those things. So thank you for showing up. Again, please feel free to check out my Patreon. It's almost at the end of the month. For anybody who signs up with the $10 or higher level on Patreon, between now and the end of the month, you'll also get a complimentary tarot reading. So please check out the Patreon. If you've been tuning into this regular, think of this as like a community pay what you wish donation class. And your contributions help us continue to do this. It helps not only allow me to continue to like invest more back into the project, but it helps increase our impact, our reach. And we're working towards the idea of like being able to do meditations where there's like 500 people tuned in, 1,000 people tuned in. What happens when we all wake up in the morning with intention and with momentum? So thank you again, everyone, for being a part of this. Please feel free to share this with your friends. Okay, let's move into a little bit of meditative process. And here we go. Just take some water if you need it. So close your eyes, straighten your spine. Take your thumb and your index finger, place them together. You can have your 3 other fingers just kind of like out in the open, so it would look like this if you're looking at it. We can even do our hand mudra in the next little bit. For now, let's just focus on our breath. Relax your face. Together, deep, gentle inhale through the nose. And gentle exhale through the nose or the mouth. Deep, gentle inhale through the nose. Gentle exhale through the nose and the mouth. Continuing to breathe, allowing yourself to drop into this space of stillness and also of focus. I want you to acknowledge the momentum that we are creating here together. I want you to use this moment to practice envisioning how you want your week to go. If this week could be the perfect week for you, maybe you don't have to say perfect, but if you could have this week and this was like an A week, an A+ week, what would it look like? How would today go? What would you be getting done? What steps would you be making? Feel what it would be feeling like to accomplish your objectives. Feel what it would be feeling like to move your body, to go to some sort of yoga class if you choose to. Feel what it would feel like to get a good sleep, to maybe read a book before going to bed. Feel what it would feel like to have a meaningful connection with people in the community. To perhaps create some art this week. And really encouraging you, if you feel called to even create something outside of your normal comfort zone this week. Creating some sort of new creative endeavor. Allowing your soul to experience the joy of creating something new. It's a very, very powerful thing to invite yourself into. And I want you to begin imagining right now that you're just cleaning up your river. Again, think of your life, think of your process as being the steward for this channel of consciousness, for this channel of love, for this channel of creativity. And this channel is literally like a stream of water. And right now, I want you to begin imagining yourself cleaning that stream of water. So I want you to look into it, and you'll see, like, oh, okay, there's a little bit of garbage there. You know, there's a little bit of leftover debris. Maybe it kind of got like pushed into the stream accidentally. And so I want you to just begin cleaning your stream right now. Cleaning it of any debris that's obstructing the flow. Cleaning it of unnecessary gunk. unnecessary pollution, so to speak. And yet, as you do this, I want you to also, again, acknowledge that anything that may be blocking your channel is also something worthy of your love, because it is showing you the importance of keeping your channel clear to the best of your ability, of reminding of you how to show up for your channel. So just imagine yourself just clearing that channel, and imagine this beautiful flowing stream of water, crystal clear water, whatever color you want to imagine it, sparkling with the sun, flowing over the rocks, flowing over all of the nature. Just this beautiful stream. And you're just kind of like standing near it, standing in it, and you're just basking in it. And you're just feeling this like beautiful abundance of joy, of gratitude flowing. That is your birthright. You can feel like that. You can feel like that on the regular. And that doesn't mean that there won't be challenges, or you'll never feel a little bit sad, or you'll never feel like today might be a little bit harder. But you know that you're confident that you have the skill sets to be able to help keep this river healthy, to keep this river clear, to keep this river clean to the best of your ability. So continue to breathe in here. Big exhales. With the exhale, removing any old energy, symbolically, literally. Deep inhale, breathe in that clear, fresh prana. Fill your lungs with energy. Deep exhale. Move out that old energy from the weekend. Deep inhale. Big exhales. Another one of those. Deep inhale. Big exhale. Bring your hands into the mudra position if you need to open your eyes here. What you're doing, taking your thumbs, your index, putting them together like this, taking the two circles formed by both hands, overlapping them so it kind of looks like a circle or an eye, creating a bit of a pyramid above. Then I want you to kind of just like start off. You can start off with above your head and gently bring that down. And as you do, you're going to bring it down to your chest, to your heart, and it's going to align there. This is the mudra that we've been working with in the past within the project. That is a mudra that just kind of locks us into our power, locks us into our intention, locks us into our inspiration, locks us into our momentum. So even if you want to like bring it above your head again, and on the deep exhale, so like big inhale, big exhale as the hand moves down. Then it kind of locks into the center of the chest. And when it's there, I want you to, again, kind of just take a moment here to step back. Remind yourself of who you are as soul. Remind yourself of your purpose. Remind yourself of the fact that you came here to be a creator, to be an artist, to change this world with the power of your art, to be a real world superhero, to be a light guardian, to be a shifter, to be a valuable member of community, to express source in a unique way, to be a unique channel. Take a couple more breaths here in your own space, just aligning with this feeling. Straighten your spine, relax your shoulders. You are important. You're valuable. You're meaningful. You're an incredibly important channel for Source to come through. Not just because of what you're doing, but because of what you do inspires others to do their own thing. By you being a leader within your own life, it inspires others to do the same, and that is what we need. So gently release your hands when you're ready. Bring them back down to your waist, onto your lap. Again, really just taking a moment here to honor yourself. Honor yourself, honor the parts of yourself where, again, you feel resistance. Because you acknowledge that when you feel those resistance, that's also a chance for you to be like, oh, sweet, this is reminding me of how to be able to move through those periods of resistance. Because I'm not the only one, because there are others. Because if we were all just left to our own accord, it would be hard. It would be hard for us to be like, okay, like, all right, momentum, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. Not to say it's impossible. But when we know that each and every day, each of us are showing up and we're cleaning our river, we're clearing our channels, we're doing it together, we're showing up, we're doing the work, opposed to just kind of like sinking into the stagnancy of apathy. It's a very powerful feeling. So I want you to feel this connection of community. Feel the momentum of the team. Let our courage be shared. The strength of the wolf is the strength of the pack. Continuing to breathe here, we're going to move into a little bit of a focus practice meditation, and then we'll move into our chakra practice meditation. Thank you again, everyone, for showing up. So what we're going to do here, we're going to sharpen our focus. We're going to check in with our focus. We're going to see how dialed in it is. And this is literally just going to be like an exercise in the same way we would go to the gym and you would think about just like lifting weights. Because what we're actually going to do here is we're going to observe our mind's ability to focus by observing when we lose focus. And so very simply, what we're going to do here, this is like almost as simple as it gets, but incredibly valuable and often overlooked as a practice in meditation, is literally to practice having our focus in one place at a time. And in this process, what I want you to do is I want you to focus on your breath, but in particular to help make it easier for you, I want you to focus very specifically on the feeling of the air moving in and out of your nostrils. If you're comfortable breathing through your nostrils, if you're not comfortable breathing through your nostrils, you can imagine the air just kind of like moving in and out of your lips. But if you can do the nostrils, it's a little bit more specific. And so what I want you to do, I want you to breathe through your nostrils. I want you to focus there. And I'm going to obviously stop talking in a moment. And what you're going to do, your objective here is to keep your focus on your nostrils, on that sensation, with as much accuracy as possible, yet also observing when your mind wanders. Because it will wander. That's part of the exercise. And then when it does wander, you gently bring it back to that focus of one place at one time. So again, this is like a balancing posture for your mind. Stillness, Zen, being in a single place of focus. And then the objective here is that when we can practice focusing on one thing at one time, we can practice focusing on anything. Our art, our development, a conversation, our own journey. So continue to breathe here. I'm going to go quiet. And we're going to breathe literally just for like the next, maybe just a little bit more than a minute. And you're going to observe how much your mind wanders. And when it does, you gently bring it back to the focus of the air moving in and out of your nostrils, while at the same time enjoying this, finding gratitude in the breath. So go ahead, practice this for the next few moments. Be here. Be like a meditative ninja. Perfect. Continue this practice. Go ahead. continue here just for a little bit longer. One more breath. Continue to listen to my voice here. Take a moment here, continuing this practice. Be aware, what was that like for you? If you were present with it, you, like I said, you would have noticed your mind wandering. You would have been feeling a part of you that's like, okay, I'm paying attention to my nose, but then there's a thought process going on and it's thinking about other stuff. It's going somewhere else. And again, you kind of have to like tame that like a little puppy. You have to kind of like help like guide it, discipline it. And so we're going to go back into it one more time. And I want you to just, again, acknowledge like what this practice is actually accomplishing. It's crazy to think about the idea of just like stillness and quiet and focusing on one thing. It's something that internally there's a part of us that's like, yes, I love this. But then there's a cultural conditioning part of this that's just like, wait a second. Like, I need something else. I need stimulation. I need fascination. So by doing this practice, this is literally you helping like deprogram the condition that we have been brought into due to our relationship with social media, due to our culture where we're constantly just like, I need entertainment, I need something else, I need this, I need this, I need this. Take a moment here to bring control back to where you put your focus. Reclaim your sovereignty. And then this way, when you're going throughout your day, you're going to notice yourself becoming more aware of that impulse to just be like, I need to check my phone, when you probably just checked your phone like less than 30 seconds ago. And so be aware of this. Now, as you bring your awareness into this practice, you'll be more aware of those thoughts. And instead of acting on them, you bring it back to a point of focus, such as maybe you're in the middle of a task, such as maybe you're just enjoying a moment in nature. Have you noticed that? You go out in nature and you just be like, wow, this nature's beautiful. I'm so happy here. I'm going to check my phone. Like, what? Like, notice that impulse and just be like, yeah, but no, I'm not. I'm just going to check in with my breath. So let's do this again. One more time. Again, using the focal point of the breath, the air on the nostrils. If you want to choose another focal point, that's okay. If you want to, like, change what you're focusing on, that's up to you. I do find that the air on the nostril one helps because it's like a physical sensation as well. It's noticeable. And again, we're going to breathe into this. You're going to observe your impulse. You're going to observe literally less than 3 breaths in. You're going to notice a part of your body that's just like, I don't want to do this. This is so easy that it's not worth my time. Your body will literally tell you that. And then it'll be like, I'm going to think about something else. Peace out. Observe that. And just be like, interesting, you tricky little mind. But we're going to sit still for a little second. This is like a timeout for the mind, you know? Little kids like running around like crazy, right? What do? You discipline them. You say time out, but you don't just put it by itself. You sit down with the child. You look at it. You talk at it. You make eye contact with it. Think of your mind as your running mind, as like this little child that just needs a little bit of discipline, but loving discipline. Sit down with your mind. Observe it and be like, ooh, why do you want to think about that? Where are you going? Come back here. Sit still. Patience. This is something that's going to be valuable for you. You may not see it yet. You may feel it now. But even more so when you're like in the process of creating your art, creating your visions, the ability to focus, the ability to avoid distraction, very, very powerful. Strengthening the mind. Goes right back into your ability to make choices and build momentum and live your best life. Self-mastery. Breathe here. Gentle inhale, exhales. Continue this practice for the next few moments. Bring focus to one point, the air on your nostrils as you breathe in and out through your nose, finding stillness. Observe the mind. When it wanders, bring it back to the point of focus. You, your mind, and your breath. Continue this practice. Develop your focus. You are a ninja. Go ahead. Just a few more breaths. Good job. Beautiful. Check in with yourself. How was that for you? Did you notice your mind wandering? Did you notice any sort of resistance? Did you notice a sense of feeling of peace, of ease, of bliss, of serenity, where you're just like, whoa, this feels a little bit different. This feels good. Giving yourself the ability to refine your focus is one of the most valuable skill sets you can ever give yourself. Because it allows you to choose how you make choices throughout the day, shifting from reaction to responsible response. Responsible. Reclaim your sovereignty. And now, continuing this practice, going back to what we started with, the idea of visioning our week ahead. I want you to do this one more time, and I want you to just really dial in on what you want this week to be for you, what you feel you need this week to be for you. What would this week look like for you if this was like an A+ week? Knowing that that is possible. And that's not to say an A+ week doesn't mean that things will always go 100% smooth. But it means that when you are in those places where you might find a little bump or a little resistance, you'll be able to respond to it with consciousness, with mindfulness, with mental agility. This is like doing like parkour for the mind, straight up. So take a moment here in your own silence. Practice focusing. Visualize and feel in your heart what you want this week to be like for you. Not just for yourself, but so that you can continue to show up for others, so that you can build momentum this week that's going to go into next week. Take another moment here and just be in this practice. Focus. Make this week lay out the blueprint in your mind. See it before you. Don't just create it. See it. Allow the visioning process to reveal to you what this week can be like for you. Be in this practice now. Continue. Take a couple more moments here. One more breath. Bring your hands back to the practice of the mudra. If you need to open your eyes, 2 circles, come together as one, pyramid. Kind of bring that up. Inhale, bring it down to your heart. Lock in what you were just visualizing. Straighten your spine. You can just kind of like bring your index fingers even just up to your forehead. Just kind of give like a little thank you to the universe, a little moment of solace. And then concluding this part of your meditation just with gratitude. So just kind of like thanking yourself for showing up, thanking the universe. Release your hands, wiggle your hands, open your eyes. Get some big breaths going on there. Beautiful, beautiful. Awesome. Thank you again, everyone, for showing up. We're going to move into the chakra practice meditation. We'll go through this. I think my battery is running low on my other phone, so I have to be a little bit careful that we're not going overtime. But we'll move right into this. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking that practice. How did that feel with you? Again, like how would that feel if you were to just kind of like do that more regularly? Practicing, just like really developing your focus. Again, it's interesting how that's like one of those things that's like, it's not something we get trained in a lot. And it's not something a lot of people are like familiar with. It's not something a lot of people are even comfortable with, you know? So again, like I can see Peace Monkey saying the second time when you were visualizing the week, it was easier. So again, kind of notice the first time when I was like, visualize the week, you were just focus, then visualize. It's like calibrating, you know? So again, tuning our instrument. So let's continue to tune our instrument so that we're going to continue to bring in even more momentum with us, even more clarity with us through this week. Thank you again, everyone. I can see your comments. Free Spirit Living. Thank you. Water Vixen. Thank you again. For those of you in the future, thank you as well. Let's move right into this, taking our time while at the same time just like maintaining a momentum. Starting off with the brow chakra, moving in with the brow chakra all the way down to the root. Each chakra sound has a correlating mudra. Each chakra has a correlating mudra sound. The mudra is the vibrational frequency that spins the chakra. It activates it. It works it like a muscle. In the same way we like move our muscles to exercise them, we use sound to move our chakras. This is like a hidden instruction within our body in terms of how we do this. The vowel for the brow chakra is a vowel I, pronounced as in ski. The sound is E. The virtue is serenity. So allowing yourself to continue what we've already started with this practice, being in this place of serenity, fill your cup with peace. This is also about being able to activate the faculty of clairvoyance. So again, imagination. We're going to be working on stuff and you're going to get really better. You're going to get a lot better at like using your imagination. Things are going to become more detailed. You're going to allow yourself to have like more clarity in your imagination. Incredibly, incredibly valuable. So again, you're not just doing this just because like, hey, yeah, you know this is making a difference, but you're doing this so that you can like increase your ability as a cosmic citizen to be able to like give, to serve, to show up, to be that conduit for consciousness to come through. So thank you again. Straighten up our spine. If you want to even like keep your eyes open here, you can like eye gaze with yourself in a mirror if you happen to have a mirror in front of you. I recommend doing this in front of a mirror anytime that you do this practice. If you have a mirror, that way you don't even have to look at me. You can just kind of like look at yourself. Eye gaze with yourself. Very, very powerful technique. We'll move right into this. So again, deep, gentle inhale, exhale through the mouth. And then from there, we'll go into the vowel E. As the sound is E, the vowel is E, the sound is E. The vowel is I, the sound is E, as in ski. Sorry. Okay. Deep, gentle inhale, exhale one more time. Let's do this. Deep inhale together. Sound E. E. Deep inhale again. focus on serenity. Inhale. Good. Moving into the throat chakra, you're going to move right through these. The vowel is E. The sound is A, pronounced as in way. So A, like that. Virtue is justness, speaking our truth, speaking well, speaking with intention. Knowing when to speak is a very, very important thing. So you're going to use your words very well this week. Use them to help inspire someone else. Use them to be able to help hold space. Use them to be able to help express your voice, your passion, your joy. Every time we do this mantras, again, this is like tuning the instrument. So by the time you're done this, you're going to be playing like a badass song. Use this, again, with the practice we were doing earlier to practice focusing. Focus either on the sensation, pick one thing to focus on, or just maybe a couple, but ideally just one's fine. The sensation, the virtue, the sound. There's a couple things you can choose from. So allowing yourself to focus on the virtue of justness. The faculty is also clairaudience. In the same way we speak through our throat, we also hear through this chakra as well. So allow yourself to hear. Allow yourself to hear the potential that you have inside of you. Deep, gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Big exhale. Big inhale together. The sound A. Together again, inhale. Once more, focus. Beautiful. You're going to be feeling that. You feel it in your throat. Again, the more you do this, the more you're going to kind of become aware of the sensations, the subtle energies. Do this throughout the day. Again, you can kind of like do the mantras throughout the day. If you need the cheat sheet, send me a DM and I'll send you the message for that. Moving into our heart, the vowel is O, the sound as in snow. The sound is O. Virtue is love, service, inspiration. Let your heart sing. Balance your heart chakras, healthy boundaries. Hands on your heart. Feeling yourself just inspired, feeling yourself excited, feeling yourself grateful for this week. You are alive. You're a soul experiencing this journey here on earth. This is very, very powerful, very, very sacred. Every day is a psychedelic ceremony. Allow yourself to receive it simply by being with your breath. Deep, gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Big exhale. Deep inhale together, as much oxygen as possible. The sound O, love. O. Again. Once more, deep inhale. Beautiful, beautiful. Moving into our pulmonary chakras, give those a little massage. You may notice they're incredibly tender if you don't massage these. These two chakras here, they relate to the idea of ultra memory, connecting with our ancestors, connecting with our future self. Every single chakra here begins to add into each other. Through that, it begins to give you like more foresight, more clarity, more inspiration, more ability to be able to make like those powerful decisions that are going to change your life and the lives of others. After you're done giving those a little bit of massage, put your hands where you're comfortable. The vowel is a vowel A, pronounced as in aw, the sound like in saw. So, aw, like that. Allow this to be a moment to connect with your ancestors. Feel the lineage of your ancestors moving through you. Feel the love that they have for you. Feel the admiration they have for you. Feel the parts of them in you, inside of your DNA, if you want to think about it that way. You are literally a fractal of your ancestors. In the same way, If we're taking this all the way back, like how far back do you go? It goes back to the point of the ultra memory connecting us to the idea of like what we are as primordial soul. The fact that we are all related, the fact that we are all family, the fact that we are all one being, experiencing itself subjectively, the many fingers of God, one hand. Deep inhale, exhale here. Gratitude for your ancestors and the future. Deep inhale, the sound ah. Deep inhale again. Feeling the love of your ancestors with you. Gratitude. Inhale. Beautiful. Moving into our solar chakra, then sacral, then root, then we'll be done for the day. Thank you again. Like, seriously, huge ups to everybody tuning into this broadcast. Because believe me, like, I know that for every person who tunes into this broadcast, there's going to be, like, other people that are going to kind of, like, they'll try to tune into it, but then, like, a part of them will just be like, like, again, you feel yourself getting pulled elsewhere. And that's not, that's not to say, like, oh, like, I'm upset at people leaving. It's just acknowledging that there is an impulse inside of you that's just like, I want to get up. I want to do something else. I have trouble sitting down and sitting still and working on this. But allow yourself to receive the benefits of this. Again, think of this as like a car wash. Think of this as like a molecular massage for yourself. So you're gifting yourself. You're gifting yourself this. And in the process of doing that, you're becoming more aware of like where your edges are and moving through that. So simply by being here, you are becoming more refined by allowing yourself to move through those parts of yourself that are just like, it's just like, I need to stand up and do something else. So thank you for sitting. Thank you for being here in this practice. Very, very important, very valuable. So solar chakra. The solar chakra is a vowel U, pronounced as in blue. The sound is Again, the virtue here is the virtue of temperance. Temperance is about being able to practice our willpower. How will you practice your willpower this week? How will your willpower be challenged this week? Again, for those of you watching this, some of the regular things that we encourage you to practice willpower on would be like even things like, saving Netflix to the end of the day if you're going to watch it then, or saving it to the weekend, saving cannabis to the weekend if you want to really create that space where you're moving it, like creating that container Monday to Friday, you're not smoking cannabis, if that's a thing that makes sense for you. Ideally, it's just about being able to check in with yourself, find those places where you can practice your temperance and really check in and be like, is this serving me in the best way possible? It has a lot to do with intention as well. So find the intention of being able to practice your temperance. Food, sleep, diet, pornography, exercise, cannabis, anything that you're indulging in, become aware of it. It's not those things that are bad, quote unquote bad. It's the relationship that creates the unhealthiness of it. So allow yourself to develop a healthy relationship with any of those things, whatever they are. Allow yourself to develop the temperance where you're like, I'm going to develop the temperance to go out for a walk in nature every day. Become addicted to the healthy things. I'm going to get addicted to good smoothies and good food and good breath. You can get addicted to your breath in a good way. So let's allow ourselves to do that. Deep, gentle inhale, exhale. Big exhale. The faculty here is also telepathy. Deep inhale together, gut feelings. The vowel U, pronounced blue. Sharpening your will. Inhale again. Once more, inhale. Beautiful. Again, as you do this, as you work with these chakras, you're going to find your relationship with them changes. For example, the gut feeling, like the telepathy, the intuition, allow yourself to begin developing relation to that. Allow yourself to use all of this chakra practice so that you can like notice those moments where you're just like, there's a part of me that's telling me, go this way, go that way, go that way. There is a flow that is created for you. There is a dharma that is made for you. Your objective is to ride that dharma. And that dharma is the path of consciousness, like help awakening to itself. Your free will is your ability to step off your dharma. And then karma will kind of lead you back to your dharma. That's my understanding of it, at least. So allow yourself to listen to your solar chakra, listen to any of your chakras, and that will guide you along your dharma. When you work on yourself like this, you will find, and this is very powerful, I'm just going to say this real quick and then we'll get right into the sacral. You will find that things will flow. It will be like an effortlessness. You will find a period of grace where there will still be periods where you're still like working through the obstacles, but you will also find a place of flow. So allow yourself to ride that. Allow yourself to know that that is simply there. So hands gently on the sacral chakra again. Sacral chakra, practicing cultivation of our sexual energy, healthy relationship with our sexual energy. This doesn't mean never having sex and having powerful experiences with people you love. It just means developing a healthy relationship, cultivating that energy, using it as vitality that we can move through our body into our creative processes. Your sexual energy is incredibly powerful for being able to help sharpen your willpower and create momentum throughout your day. So give yourself that gift. And again, this is also about the faculty of astral projection. If you want to get more into lucid dreaming and astral projection, cultivating your sexual energy, very, very powerful way to be able to do that. So close your eyes. The vowel is the vowel M. Pronounce mm. Deep, gentle inhale, exhale through the mouth. Big exhale. Eye gaze with yourself if you're looking at a mirror. Deep inhale. Vowel M. Again, deep inhale. Deep inhale. Beautiful. Invite yourself to feel the power of cultivating your sexual energy throughout the week. Tomorrow, you're going to feel like there's a little bit more fire in you. The day after that, you're going to feel there's a little bit more fire in you. Every day, you grow and you grow and you build, and this light becomes vibrant. And then you like walk through your day and you're just like, wow, I can do anything. I feel amazing. I feel so inspired. I feel just like so abundant with love. And that's your birthright. It's your birthright to feel that way. You are a luminous being. That is your nature. Your nature is very, very psychedelic. Allow yourself to experience the energies. Allow these channels to exist so that the energy can move through you in very powerful ways. Again, not just for the benefit of your own experience, but for the way that you can show up and serve others so that we can align with our prayer of helping create this world the best way we can. This world needs us. This world is in peril if you really want to get into that. So this world needs us to show up. Like, seriously. Like, don't be that person where it's like 30 years from now and it's just like, oh, I guess it's too late. Or I guess now, like, don't wait for that. We don't need to repeat that. Let's show up now. Let's realize how serious and yet how playful things are in this moment. So, carefree without being careless. Very, very, very fine balance. Moving into the root chakra, focusing on the vowel S. Pronounce sizzling of the snake, rising of the serpent. Sizzling of the fire, rising of the serpent. The fire that beats the heart of your drum. Focusing on patience, roots with the earth, connecting our roots into the earth, feeling our branches extend into the heavens. You are the bridge. You are the rainbow bridge. You activate your chakras like this, the channel ways open, you become the rainbow bridge for service, for leadership, for inspiration, to allow others to see themselves through you. Be a beacon. Be a light guardian. Close your eyes here. Deep, gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Big exhale. Patience. Deep inhale, the sound. Patience. Again. Take a couple more breaths here. Visualize yourself as this activated rainbow toroidal matrix. Visualize yourself as this toroidal field, the donut shape, with energy swirling up through your body. Breathe it in all the way from the root to the crown. These rainbow colors moving through you. This is real. This is actually real on an energetic level. That's actually what's happening right now. If you can imagine it, you can bring yourself into that feeling, into that knowing. So allow yourself to feel activated. Allow yourself to feel inspired. Allow yourself to create this momentum that you will carry through you throughout your day. Allow you to practice being compassionate. Allow you to practice being creative. Allow you to see those edges and meet them with compassion, and to see those as further opportunities to call you into your strength and your ability. Take one more breath here. Deep, gentle inhale. Big exhale, sigh. One more for good luck. Big exhale, sigh. You're doing awesome. Open your eyes, shake your hands. Put a smile on your face. Today is another awesome opportunity, another beautiful day for us to be able to be here together. So thank you so much, everyone, for showing up. This has been another episode of Waking Up with Wolf. Join us again Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out more and the recordings at Skull Babylon on YouTube. Go to ParadigmShiftCentral.com. A reminder, think of this as like a community pay what you can class by donation. So if you value, if you feel, this is valuable. By receiving this value, I invite you to be able to be like, sweet, like, okay, I can do this. I can, like chip away, I can share $5, $10 a month. Everyone can do that. I know you have the capability to do that. So if that aligns with you, know that you doing that helps us help others. So for those of you on YouTube, check the links down below to my Patreon or the single donations if that works for you, if you want to send like a different amount. And for those of you on Instagram, feel free to just send me a DM, let me know that you watched this. And of course, when you sign up, you get the 25% discount code for items at questitemshop.com, including the shift buttons and the Light Guardian crystals and other cool tools to be able to help assist you in your journey of shifting consciousness, that real world action. So thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this. Just ending it off with a little bit of eye gazing. Final minute here. Allow the flow to come through you, because within your heart you truly know that the waters of consciousness are always flowing, are always allowing you to get to where you are going. So breathe into your heart with inspiration and clarity. Allow us to be a part that moves us into the sincerity of being grateful for this joy, being grateful for this opportunity to allow ourselves to see what has always been true to this. Something like that. Okay. All right. Go practice your own flow truth. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow. This has been Waking Up with Wolf. Have an awesome day. Keep it shifty. See you in the future.